Hi everybody, we're going to do what am I wearing and why. So today I'm wearing a Liverano bespoke sport coat in navy Fox Brothers hopsack. I'm wearing an Ascot Chang button-down shirt. I'm wearing one of the Armoury's new Drumohr collaboration knits. I'm wearing a pair of the Armoury Sport Chinos. That's our washable cotton chino in a very dark olive. And then I'm wearing our Armoury Hudson loafer, which is our short vamp tassel loafer in brown suede. And then for my wrist check today, I am wearing Lange Söhne's Little Lange 1. So this is the 36mm version of the Lange 1. Why am I wearing this today? Bunch of things that we're working on today. So firstly, I wanted to introduce the Drumohr collaboration knits. We're very pleased with how they've turned out. So the Drumohr collaboration knits are like a fine gauge wool silk cashmere knit that's very versatile, very good as a summer knit, very good for layering. And you can do a few different things with them that you might not necessarily be able to do with our heavier gauge knits. Also, we make these in Italy rather than Scotland. We find that actually somehow Italian factories, like Italian knitters, are very, very good at these fine knits. And we found one we really, really like in Drumohr. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, I'm wearing this navy blazer because I also wanted to show the difference between like a navy blazer like this, like a dark navy blazer, and something more like this, which is kind of a French blue, a royal blue French navy sort of color. So stay tuned for that as well. A little announcement. The Coherence Trunk Show is ongoing in New York, and that is ending this weekend. So the samples have arrived in New York, and if you would like to try anything on, if you would like to know more, please feel free to speak to the New York team about it. We'll have them at the Tribeca store and at the Upper East Side store. To wrap this video up, I thought, why not talk a little bit about watches? I just got this. I'm super enamored with it. I've actually been interested in this piece for a long, long time. And you have to pardon my hands. I have this skin condition, so my hands look very dry. It's the Little Lange 1. All right, what's the deal with this thing? What's so interesting about the Little Lange 1? Well, this model, the Little Lange 1, is a 36mm version of the normal Lange 1, which is 38.5. And you know, the Lange 1 series has been around for just over 25 years now. It's a really interesting, beautiful example of Lange Söhne's very German design. You know, everything has kind of a heft to it in terms of the shape, in terms of the way they do the mid case, and the crown, and even the buckle. You know, having that reinforcing bar in the middle of the buckle, I think is another really interesting touch. What I love about this particular Little Lange 1 is that it's full of guilloche. It's got one of the most interesting and intricate guilloche dials I have seen in a long, long time. And it is also not something I necessarily expect from Lange. You know, I might see that on, say, certain Cartier collection privés, or certainly someone like Kari Voutilainen. But Lange is not someone that immediately springs to mind when it comes to guilloche. And I think they did a really wonderful job of this. And, you know, I've actually owned Lange 1s in the past, and I've always let them go because I've always found the size just a little bit too big for me. Going to the 36 was really like what I should have done in the first place. Like it is a little hard. It is a little hard to fight the watch sizes that might actually be right for you. Actually, that reminds me, speaking of watch sizes that are right for you, the Horological Society of New York contacted me and asked me to do a little lecture on my ideal watch size survey. So that's actually coming up early April. I'll post it up on the Instagram, and I'm sure you'll hear a little bit more about it as we get closer and closer to the lecture date. But you know, if you're interested in kind of the data I collected and the analysis I performed on it, it should be a pretty interesting talk for watch lovers and for people who just like kind of analyzing consumer trends in general. So stay tuned for that sometime in the future. Alrighty, that's about it for now, and thank you for watching.